Hey everyone! In this SmartBi video, let us explain KPIs. Every week, people come and see me and say, "Hey Paul, what is CPC, CPM, CTR?" Well, these are all KPIs. Come on, please explain. A KPI is a performance indicator that makes it possible to monitor the effectiveness of an action in relation to an objective that has been set. The ones I'm going to explain today refers to the performance of online advertising campaigns or your website or social media. I'm going to divide them into two groups. Group 1, Vanity Metrics. Vanity KPIs, for me, are performance indicators that can be used to give the impression of success. Although these KPIs are relevant to improve your online presence, these KPIs should not replace the one I'm going to explain in the second part of this video. So I won't keep you waiting any longer. Here is a quick list of popular KPIs definitions. An impression. An impression happens when someone sees an advertisement online. But having a lot of impressions does not necessarily bring grist to the mill. It doesn't even mean that the people who saw your ads are relevant. CPM, or cost per thousand. CPM, or cost per thousand, is the amount you pay per thousand impressions received for an advertisement. A CPM of $5 means it costs you $5 to display your ad 1,000 times. But is the actual advertising price really an indicator of success? If ads cost less but are less relevant, are you really going to have more success? Search impression share. The search impression share represents the number of impressions you receive on, for example, Google, compared to the full potential you could have. In short, it will allow you to estimate the maximum budget that you will be able to invest. It's not a bad thing to be able to measure your full potential, but again, is it really essential to reach everyone to be successful? The bounce rate. By the way, I made a full video on bounce rate that you can watch later. Basically, a bounce happens when someone visits your website and leaves after seeing only one page. Improving your bounce rate is always a guarantee of better performance. We want people to see a lot of pages when they come on our website. That being said, that doesn't mean that because people see a lot of pages on our website that we meet our goal. Click-through rate, or CTR. Click-through rate is the percentage of time an ad is clicked after being viewed. Certainly, we want people to see our ad as often as possible. That's a good sign usually that we're doing a great job, but it's not a guarantee. CPC, or cost per click. Cost per click is the amount you are charged when someone clicks on your ad. It's kind of the same as the cost per thousand, but either way, paying less doesn't mean that you're going to have good success. Sometimes it might be worth paying more for better results. In the same family as the cost per click or the click-through rate, we also have the rate or the cost per engagement. The difference with engagement is that it refers to how you interact with a brand through different actions. For example, likes, comments, or share. Okay, Paul, but what's a relevant KPI? Alright, let's jump to the other group. Performance KPIs. For me, if you want to track the performance of your advertising campaigns or your online presence in general, there are only two KPIs you can really rely on. For the exercise, I will call them the ultimate KPIs, those that are a guarantee of success, and there's only two of them. The first one, a conversion. A conversion represents the achievement of a specific objective, such as a registration, an order, a quote, a call that lasts more than 5 minutes, a new customer request, a download, someone that signs up to your loyalty program, or that downloads your mobile application. It's a positive result of an action carried out with a specific target. Okay, but why don't we always track conversions? Well, good question, but it's easy to answer. In fact, tracking a conversion involves instrumenting your campaigns, your website, and so on. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that just don't take the time to do that, or they don't even know how. So it's super important to always take the time to put in place the proper instrumentation to track what really matters to you. But if someone tells you that certain conversions are impossible to track, tell yourself it might be the time to ask for a second opinion. Seriously, it's extremely rare that a conversion cannot be tracked. The last indicator to follow that is super relevant is cost per conversion, or CPA. CPA, cost per conversion? No, cost per acquisition. You know what? It's the same thing. The cost per conversion is the amount spent for each conversion made. For example, if $100 is invested in a campaign that brings you 50 conversions, the cost per conversion is $2. The lower the cost per conversion, the happier we are. Why? Because by definition, a conversion is always good. Following your KPIs is super important. If you don't, you just don't know if you're having success. The problem, following our KPIs can sometimes be quite complicated, especially if you don't know all these different platforms like Google Analytics, Facebook Analytics, HubSpot Analytics. For this reason, I suggest you go see SmartBi because it gives you superpowers by centralizing everything in the same place and making everything so easy. In short, you don't need to have a master in nuclear physics to follow KPIs. See you next time!